Hi Jonas, how are you?
Hi, Ron. I'm good. And you?
Same old, same old.
Perfect.
So I think we both know why you're here.
I think so too.
Yep.
Yes.
So I think in the interest of just being open and honest, I just want to make sure that both of us get the best out of this discussion. Just want to understand exactly what you're here for, just to hear it in your words, so that we can just take this forward.
Yeah. So basically, as you know, Diego called you because he realized that your club is struggling at the moment, especially because your first forward is out of the game. And then you called back and told us that there might be an opportunity for him.
Yep.
And Diego would be more than willing to take this opportunity for him to bring the club back to at least to a share to his old glory.
Yep.
And therefore we're here to try to find a solution that fits our both needs.
Excellent. So I think struggling is a very strong word for our club. We are in a bit of a trouble, a bit of a rut. We do have a few other options, but obviously Diego being an alumnus of our club and given his stardom status, I think he makes a very good fit to solve our problem. So I mean, just to at the end of the day, it all boils down to money, I would assume, and of course the prestige of playing with the A-League club. From Diego's perspective as his agent, what insights do you have?
Well, basically, what is his primary concern is he does not want to see you go to Series B.
Okay.
That's one of his major concerns because he still feels very connected to the club, and you have 2 years already in the down segment, and if you don't excel this year, you will be down.
Yep.
And this will be quite a mess for the club, also because visitor numbers will decline further and all that. So his primary concern is bringing the club forward. However, he obviously also has some needs. Therefore, we have to talk about the financials for sure.
Yep.
And the primary need, or the primary thing he insists on is if he gets a contract, he wants to be starting forward.
Okay.
He does not want to be a reserve forward.
Okay. We can arrange that, but obviously, the needs, especially the financial side of things, which is something that we want to be discussing in greater detail. So, I mean, do you have any ballpark figures on what he's expecting here?
What he told me to tell you was that he wants to earn $200,000.
200
per year. That's less than your current injured one earns, but obviously still something in the lower ballpark of a premium striker. So he wants to come a bit to your direction to not make the burden too high on the club.
Okay. 200,000 sounds fair, at least given his status, but as the manager for the club, I'm also worried about his fitness condition and his age. So he's 37 years old. I mean, he hasn't really had a good reputation in the recent years. So, I mean, I just need some assurance from you that he'll be disciplined in terms of attending our training sessions, being a good role model for younger players. And, at the end of the day, he may or may not be starting forward all the time, given his age. If he's going to be plateauing off at the end of the season, I think he needs to understand as well that there could be younger forwards who could do who could perform in a similar level.
It's basically, he says, as long as he gets the chance in the first few matches to prove himself, then it's fine. Because he says, and I saw him in the recent weeks, he's in the best physical condition than at least for the last 7 to 8 years. He did an immense fitness program. He lost that weight. I mean, we all saw on TV that he's quite fat in the meantime. But he did a great job. He's really in a good physical condition. What he learned in the last few years compared to his time when he was at your team for the first time, he learned to be a team player because he was not the center of the team anymore. So he says he really could be kind of a role model for the younger players because we see that this is some kind of what is lacking in your team. You have a lot of talent, but there's a leadership figure lacking who really has experience to lead the team forward. Excellent. So he really thinks he can bring a lot of energy back to your team.
Excellent. So I think just based on our conversations, his desire to play for a starting forward, we'll give that to him. $200,000 is within budget, so I'm saying okay. It's a bit stretch on my part, but just pushing here. Other than that, His fitness, again, just maintain it. I think we all would be fine. So I think any other concerns that you have? I mean, from my side, I'm happy with that commitment from you, as long as it's a contract that we need to abide by.
What is the duration of the contract? He
He
would like to have a 2-year contract.
2-year contract.
Yes.
Okay, just let me have a look and see. I mean, you know how a star player is going to be like, so just let me have a look at a contract tenure. I mean, 2 years for now sounds reasonable, but would it be okay if we had a one fix and one variable, just in case he reverts to his old ways?
Yeah, we could basically we could even fix the prolonging of the contract with the visitor numbers, because I think this is the biggest gain you can take. You're currently at 75%.
Yep.
If you go back to 85%, your club will gain more than 1 million. So basically, I would say if there is a 10% increase in visitor numbers due to his return, then we can agree on 2 years.
Yep.
When there's no significant effect on the visitor numbers, you can do whatever you want after 1 year.
Lovely. I think I fully agree with that proposal. I'm quite comfortable with that.
Fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure doing business.
Bye bye.
6 minutes 33. This is the most effective. Oh shit.